All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Stocklock Sunday. Some of y'all might be familiar with this padlock right here. This is one of those. Let me get backed out a little bit. This is one of those padlocks. I got one from my local Ace, and I was going to do a Stocklock Sunday video on it, and the other one, and I was showing y'all how awful the core was, like real crunchy, almost like someone dumped sand in it. So I'm gonna take the other one that I have that's all crunchy, and I've got it behind me in on my workbench. I'm gonna disassemble it. It is a laminated padlock underneath about 10 tons of plastic. What we're gonna try to do this time for this one, this is an exact same lock. I went and picked it up today. So we're gonna try to pick this one and see if I can pick it. The other one, if I don't append a video to the end of this video showing it apart, I will do a separate video on it with it all disassembled. It's a lot of work, believe me, getting all that plastic off and cutting all the rivets and all that stuff. So without further ado, let's see if we can't first get the key off of here. But yeah, that other one, golly, talk about some crunchy munchy up in that thing. Let's see if this is the same. Nope. See, this one doesn't feel that bad. And it's pretty... Yeah, see, okay, so maybe the other padlock, there's something wrong with it. Anyways, let's see if we can't. There's the bitting on the key. And that was another problem I had with it. I mean, it's a what? 1, 2, 3, 4-pin lock. I think it even says so on the package. 4-pin, if I remember right, it said 4-pin pick resistance. Somewhere on there. Now I can't. Oh, here it is. 4 pins pick resistance. So I was amazed at how hard it was to pick until, let me see. Let me remind you. I got it right here. I'm still in the process of cutting the pins off, but let me remind you. You hear that? So maybe it is just this lock. I don't know. We're going to take it apart and find out what's making it tick, but this is another one I picked up today, same lock. So let's see if we can't pick this one. We will go with, I wasn't ready for this. Let's see. Totally unprepared. I've been having some issues with my new internet setup, so I've been pretty busy with that. Let me get all this over here. I don't know if that's going to fit or not. I wish I knew where my other tension wrench was. Okay. We're going to try and use, how about the Peterson short hook. That tension wrench is not fitting the best, but I can't seem to find my thinner one. Here it is. I got it. Sorry about that. There we go. And somebody was asking me about that too, this top of keyway, and how you keep them from slipping out of the lock. You've got to bend it. You don't have to, but it sure does help to. And don't bend it a whole 45, because then the torque changes on it and it will want to flop out. I would say it's probably about, I don't know, if I had to guess, maybe 45 is here, I'd guess maybe 30-ish degrees. Bend it. Just bend it until you're comfortable with it and it stays in, basically. It's not really that high tech. Alright, so let's see if we can't pick this. I don't know if that was good or not. You know what, I'm going to try the skinnier pick. This is the Peterson 15,000s. Might fit in there better. It is a small keyway. Yeah, to be honest, Even this pick is getting caught up in there. Popped into what I think is a false set. I can't get that. Well, felt like it was open. Yeah, I'm having a rough time here. Because it feels like it's open and it's not. Let me try this other pick again. Ah, that first pin ain't moving. There it goes. The first pin was literally just locked up. All right. There it goes. I'll be damned. All right, so that's that. That's the Ace. That first pin literally locked up on me. That is the Ace so-called high security 1 3/4 inch padlock with a high security 4-pin pick resistant core in it. So like I said, I'm going to try to append a short clip maybe of this one disassembled to see what's inside these things, see what kind of pins they have, or I will just do a separate video on this in the future. But that'll do it. That'll wrap up this episode of Stock Lock Sunday, and I will also show the winner of the last week's Pack Lock a Week giveaway. We're still doing that for the Pack Lock 200A logo lock, featuring my logo obviously. So congratulations to the winner. All right, that'll do it. As always, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, if you comment, I will get back to you. Thank you. All right, y'all. I said I would append a video to that Ace padlock. Whoops, it's falling apart on me already. So what I did was, if you remember, I got two of the same, falling apart again, two of the same padlocks. The one I just picked on the video is right here, and the one I got last week that I said was so awful is right here. Now I will replay that, what I was talking about. Obviously I took the plastic off, or most of it anyways, and got the bottom plate off with a lot of grinding. And here is the inside, and this is that. You hear all that? Now to be fair, it does sound like a lot of it is coming just from the locking pawls. I don't know if you can see those back inside there. You see the two, I guess they're called locking pawls. They're the parts that kind of go into the slots on the shackle. If you're familiar with locks at all, you know what I'm talking about. And then the back part, the tailpiece on this core, is what actually rotates and moves those that way or that way. Kind of like that is what they do. So, like I said, I think a lot of the noise was coming from the back tailpiece right there, because it does feel kind of sandy and gritty, but I don't know. It's only a 4-pin lock. Let's go ahead and pop this off. I'm going to bring the camera over here, and let's just see what's inside this little thing. I can't hardly see, so I need my specs. And maybe this little guy will work here. Of course not. It's too small. All right. There we go. Ooh. All right. So the tailpiece right there. All right. Bada boom, bada bang. Let's see. Rotato. Man, it's got that clip split right there. I'm going to shove a shim in there. I'm a little paranoid with these things. Alright, now let me see. Probably use this dude. Wow, it's got a long tailpiece on that. Let me give it a shot. Maybe that shim will save us. And it does. Alright, so I'm going to guess these are pretty standard, the key pins. But I promised we would get it apart and take a look at it. I think it was Ian that mentioned taking it apart. If I'm saying your name right, I hope so. Ian. Alright. Bada boom, bada bing. So there's the standard key pins. Now, that was pretty tight getting that in there, so I might have a problem getting this out. Alright. That's the front. It's got a dot on it, but I'm going to mark it anyways. Alright. Tweezers. I'm just curious what kind of pins are in there, if they're security at all. And they are. Okay, so that's good. Because I'll tell you what, the suckers for a 4-pin lock, not that bad. Again, for a 4-pin lock. And what I'm seeing is a couple of spools, which makes a whole lot of sense. But what I found that happened, same thing with the other lock that I just picked on the video there, the previous video. Once you get to setting, like I said, it's got, what we got here is a couple of spools. We've got a spool in number 1, 3, and 4. But what I found was, I'm trying to look at the pins, they don't look that bad. They're not that junky, I guess you might say. But I did find that when you're trying to set the rear pins, the front one just completely locked up on me, like it would not move. I had to let go of everything, bring the tension wrench back, set the first pin, and then go and set the others, because the first one just, I've never had spools do that to me. So again, I'm still baffled. I don't know what's going on with this lock. It could just be because they're so low quality. I don't know. But I didn't know it was going to be that straightforward on the pins. All right, so that's it. I said I would take it apart, Mr. Ian. So there we go. Now we know what's inside. All right, so, all right, that's it. Thank you.